If you look up on how to find key signatures, you get search results of tables that list the key signatures or images of circle of fifths. It's great that we can look them up in textbooks or print the images out from the internet, but what if you are in a situation when you don't have access to these resources and you wish to write them down quickly as a reference? Unless you've drawn them many times before, or you have a decent knowledge of the key signatures already. It could be quite time consuming and cumbersome to draw out the tables and the circles. So what I'm about to show you is a very simple thought process of writing down all the key signatures in a quick, organized, and compact way. And this could be done even if you have little or no knowledge of key signatures. We will divide this into two parts. First part for sharp key signatures, second part for flat key signatures. Let's look at sharp key signatures. Create a small table of 3 columns by 7 rows. Starting at the bottom left corner of the table, write out the letters A to G, or musical alphabet, in order from left to right. To complete this table, continue to write the letters A to G, and you will write this 3 times in total. Next, add sharp to the bottom 5 letters of the left column. Also, add sharps to the bottom 2 letters of the right column. So this is how it works. Notice that the middle column spells out the sharps in order from top to bottom: F, C, G, D, A, E, and B. The right column lists the major keys, while the left column lists the relative minor keys. So to use this to find sharp key signatures, you will read across the row, where the middle column shows you how many sharps there are in the key signatures of that row. So for example, to find the key signature of E major, you look at the 4th row and find that it has 4 sharps: F, C, G, and D sharp. If you want to find its relative minor, refer to the left column and you'll see that it's C sharp minor. Or to find the key signature of D sharp minor, look at the 6th row and you find that it has 6 sharps: F, C, G, D, A, and E sharp. If you want to find its relative major, refer to the right column and you'll see that it's F sharp major. What we did before by adding sharps to the letters at the bottom of the table is applying the sharps from the middle column onto the keys as they appeared. So for example, F sharp for F sharp minor, C sharp for C sharp minor, G sharp for G sharp minor, and so on. If you wish to identify key relationships by fifths, you can do so by moving from one row up or down. For example, from D major, the 5th above is A major, which is in the next row, while the 5th below is G major, which is in the previous row. And now for flat key signatures, but there is an addition to this. Again, create a small table, but this time of 3 columns by 8 rows. For this table, starting at the top left corner, write out the letters A to G from left to right. To complete this table, continue to write the letters A to G and you will write this 3 times in total. But add an additional row of A, B, C at the bottom. Next, add flats to the bottom 3 letters of the left column. Also, add flats to the bottom 6 letters of the right column. Notice that the middle column spells out the flats in order from top to bottom: B, E, A, D, G, C, and F. There is an additional B at the bottom, but this will be a filler. Again, the right column lists the major keys, while the left column lists the relative minor keys. To use this to find flat key signatures, you will refer to the middle column of the previous row. So for example, to find the key signature of F major, you will look at the second row, but go back up to the first row to find that it has one flat, the B flat. If you want to find its relative minor, refer to the left column and you'll see that it's D minor. Or to find the key signature of B flat minor, you look at the sixth row, but go back up to the fifth row to find that it has 5 flats, B, E, A, D, and G flat. If you want to find its relative major, refer to the right column and you'll see that it's D flat major. In the first row, the key signatures of C major and A minor would actually have no sharps or flats, since there is no previous row to refer to. So in this table, there isn't an extra row to include C major and A minor, even though it has no sharps or flats, but to be comprehensive, we'll include those keys in this table. What we did before by adding flats to the letters at the bottom of the table is applying flats from the middle column onto the keys. For example, B flat for B flat major, E flat for E flat major, A flat for A flat major, and so on. If you wish to identify key relationships by fifths, again, you can do so by moving from one row up or down. But this time, for E flat major, the fifth above is B flat major, which is in the previous row, while the fifth below is A flat major, which is in the next row. In this method, you didn't have to spell out every 5 letters to find relationships of fifths, which is what you normally do in order to figure out the circle of fifths. Also, you didn't have to count 3 half steps up or down to find relative major and minor keys. Here, all you had to do was spell out your alphabet in order from A to G and organize the keys within a small table. So that's the thought process I want to draw your attention to. Now, I'm not discounting the usefulness of knowing how to count 5 letters within the circle of fifths, or to count 3 half steps up or down to find relative major and minor keys. But this method would be helpful for those who are just learning key signatures and you want to write them down very quickly. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to more music theory content. If you have any suggestions, post them in the comment section below.